Hey guys, well, let's just get straight into it. And this is my pigeons. I've done a couple shorts here and there, but you know, decided to show you guys pigeons. A couple people suggested me showing the pigeons, and I can make a long form video and kind of talk about the pigeons and everything. There's more down there. I got a lot of squeakers, actually. Matter of fact, now I did put some chickens in here, so as you see right there, some chickens, but hopefully we'll get that situated soon. We'll move those out, but most of these are like Pakistani ones, like high flyers. These are like the high flyer ones, like for example this one right there. There's a couple down there that are high flyers, and a couple racing ones. For example right there, that's the racing one. We also got a couple fancy looking ones right here, but we just have those for right now. There's a couple baby racing ones down there as well. But yeah, so we got this amazing racing one. This one is a really big one. He's on eggs right now, as you see. Which was really nice. And we got the high flyers. I personally really like these. Now tell me in the comments below if you guys have ever raised high flyers or not. I feel like honestly they're, in my opinion, a little bit better than the racing pigeons, just because of how much they fly. They really never stop. Like, I've flown both of them together, and these ones just go absolutely nuts, and they never stop. And as you see, it's on eggs. They're super scared, obviously, but I also got a couple of their babies, and as you see, these are their babies. These are what they kind of look like. Here's a couple more down over here. So I've been really recently gotten into these more than the racing ones, because most of mine originally were racing ones, just like this guy right over here. And don't get me wrong, they are amazing birds. They obviously do their job, and they fly really well. But I just feel like if these racing ones are just really good. And now I will insert clips later on, and after making my first video on these pigeons, I will obviously go on ahead and show you guys what I mean by that, because they just fly really well. Now I'm gonna also go ahead and feed them, and obviously as you see right there, he just got out. So this is what their loft kind of looks like. It's a pretty simple loft. Me and my father designed it. Obviously we kind of built it up, made a shed, and added like an outdoors area for them, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. They got these little perches they could land on and whatnot. And you guys can also always tell me suggestions. I'm not perfect, we're also getting started. Tell me suggestions on what I should do, what I shouldn't do. And obviously, hopefully you guys enjoy my content, because I feel like why not just share it and see what happens, see who enjoys it. But yeah, we also got a couple of babies. As you see, these are like the new racing babies that I got, which are really nice actually. That one right over there as well, and they're just here and there. So we're starting up our loft, but like I said, I got a couple fancy ones. As you see, if you guys kind of realized it right there, that's a fancy. Now I'm a really big fan of fancies. There's a couple more down there as well. They're just like half Indian fantails, which are really cool. I really like them. But ever since I've been starting to get into the whole racing and the whole pigeon loft stuff, I've been really into just the racing ones, the really nice ones that fly high, like this guy right over here. But obviously that's a pair right there. These are two really nice pairs. I got it from a buddy of mine. They got like feathers on their feet and whatnot. Now I don't really know that type, but they have their nest built right there. That's their nest, but they have not laid any babies and eggs or nothing like that. And the guy that originally had them before as well said the same thing to me, and said that they really just make the nest, but they never lay it, which is let me know if you guys haven't had any pigeons that have done that. Now this is their food. It's the mixture of like corn, seeds, and all types of stuff. Now I try to do this only in the summertime. It's a little lightweight, so it's like not really heavy. It's just pretty lightweight for them. So let me just show you guys what I mean by that. It's instead of just plain corn, because in winter time it gets really cold over here. I'm in America, so the Midwest gets super cold, as you guys can see. And yeah, so the pigeons really like it. They've seen, what I've seen is they really enjoy it. So I've been decided to continue giving it to them. Obviously they're gonna eat, but they leave the corn away, but they really love the small seeds. As you see, like the little seeds right over there, they just really enjoy that and really like that. So it's summer. They got babies. I'm gonna let them eat what they want, obviously, for right now, until it's really time to lock in and get into the season of racing. And then that's when we obviously put them on a more stricter diet and everything like that. We got a couple outside. Hopefully they'll get in soon, but it is time for them to get fed. And these are like the babies right here. You know how the babies are. They love to go on the ground. Their nests are pretty spacious. I feel like it's about, I got some pretty big hands, about, you know, a hand and a half, you could say, which is pretty spacious. And yeah, so you guys can kind of get an idea. That's the eggs, and that's the whole house, which is enough obviously for the whole pigeon. It's you know, that's the babies inside, so they could fit in. They're not too tight. I don't like when the pigeons are too tight, just because of the fact that, you know, I like them to have enough room to be able to move around and stuff. Let's get a closer look at these ones right here. These are more racing ones. This one is a fancy one. This one is the hybrid. It's a hybrid of a high flyer and a racing pigeon, which is really cool. Let's see if he's gonna show us his wings. But yeah, right there, it's just a squeak. I'm on one hand right now. I can't show you guys, you know, what they look like. But yeah, that's you guys could get an idea of what it is. And I'm just, you know, starting it to show you guys the pigeons, and it's really nice. So I will go ahead and feed it. I will put the feeder, put some food in it, and that's the pigeon. If you guys are hearing, he's on top of there. But I will put the food right here, and I will show you them eating. So give me a second. All right, you guys, so as you guys can see now, they're, you know, I put the food down right there and they're going. Now the chickens are kind of crazy, because obviously the chickens also really love the food as well, but they're getting a little nervous, because I got a couple of these, most of these pigeons, like for example, all those are all babies right there. So that whole pile is all babies, including this really nice little guy. But yeah, they get nervous. It's their first time, especially the babies. They come down after, but as you guys can go ahead and see, they really like the food, and they really enjoy it. So it's a really nice, you know, I feel like it's a good seed. If you guys want the names, comment down below and I'll give you guys the name of it. But for example, that's why I really don't want the chickens in here, because I see they peck the food and they kind of flip the food, which basically puts it all over, and everybody eats it. So as you see what they're doing, you see what it's doing. I really don't like that. So usually I just separate the food. I give the chicken food, I put it right here, and then the pigeons food, they just they eat their food right over there, which is cool. But you know how they are. The chickens are absolutely crazy sometimes. So that's why I'm super I really want to get rid of them and put them, you know, in a different coop, hopefully. But as you guys can see, we still got some outside. Hopefully they will get soon. But my best one is, that's a really nice racing pigeon. All right, you guys, but yeah, so this is what I mean right here. Like, they flip it and it just kind of, food goes all over the ground. So, and that's why I usually feed them inside, and I have those two bricks so they can't do that. But I decided to just show you guys how they feed, and you know how I feed them usually when it's outdoors. But they get really good fed, I feel like, and then obviously they go out and enjoy the grass right there, which is cool. But yeah, that is gonna be the first video, and that's their water. Obviously, this is just a recap of my pigeon, the coop. I had a couple people comment, you know, me to show you guys the pigeons and the chickens. So here it is. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more, tell me in the comments below. Yo, I want to see more of this, more of that, more clips and this and that, and I got you guys. But that is gonna wrap it up. Hopefully you did enjoy, and have you guys yourself a wonderful day. Bye.